Hello everyone, another beautiful day dawns on our empire for episode 11 of our Portugal Let's Play, and I'm quite excited to be finishing the series very soon. As you can see from the construction here, we are almost finished. How many turns is this? One turn is left to complete the Golden Gate Bridge, and it is looking quite spectacular, although it's not really going to be doing too much for us. I just thought, hey, why not connect Europe and Africa as one final pizzazz? So why not? Okay, last episode we went ahead and moved forward with the science projects and the space race, and our cities are looking so developed. I'm so proud of them. But I think we still wanted to buy out some factories because we're making almost 1,000 gold per turn, which is just amazing. So let's buy some coal power plants and really get everything up and running. We are of course powered, but I just want to make sure we're not running on a deficit. So that's just a habit of mine. And let's also just finish off some campus research grants in this city, and we should be having a pretty happy populace here. We also went ahead and backfilled in some forest just for the peel, and we made our preserves stronger.
Sleep and bar, where strength and beauty met together, kindle their image like a star in a sea of glassy weather.
Ooh, and now we have the Golden Gate Bridge. I love that red sheen it has on the arches there. Always looking so wonderful. Quite spectacular, and especially at night. As you could see there, it's not nighttime now, but the game took the liberty of putting that model design and construction during the nights, which is really lovely. We're also having our next government coming up, so I think that's giving us an additional spy, and we have some interesting projects here. Okay, not too many interesting policy cards. I guess 5-year plan could be good, kind of combining the boost there for the campuses. And our spaceports are looking pretty good as well, though I think we're waiting for the Mars colony here after we finish nuclear fission, so I'm just going to have to see where that takes us. Okay, how far are we away from the Mars colony? We already actually have, sorry, I take that back, we have a Mars colony, but we're waiting for smart materials here. So I think, yeah, after we finish nuclear fission, we go on to lasers, and then guidance systems, and then we break through to the future era there. Alright, after the information era, of course. So just go ahead and we'll keep working on these projects, though I'm not too sure if I want to go for a hero or what. We don't have any charges left, unfortunately, so I might as well kill this now since it's not really doing anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any charges left, though I was thinking I could probably do something sneaky and take Hippolyta and give it some more charges, but I think that'd just be kind of a waste of time. Okay, you denounced me, of course you will. You have like so many cities here. Kind of getting ridiculous. Though I think in the meantime I might go ahead and try to liberate some of these cities from Poland's grasp, because these are starting to get really ridiculous. They have like 50 cities. It's probably lagging my game. That's probably where a lot of the lag is coming from. So I think I'm going to go ahead and free Adrianople if I get a GDR, a giant death robot. We'll have to see. I don't think I have one just yet. But that is tempting. Once we get robotics, we might want to go and do that. Okay, you go and go for campus research grants. Now it's just a matter of clicking and waiting. But then again, Poland's cities are really lagging my game, so this is what I really hate about the AI. Above anything really, it's their capacity to really lag your game and screw things up. Kind of get mud stuck in the pipeworks, if you will. Alright, looks like England has almost conquered all of Ireland. They have like one tile left to buy, and they should be set on the conquest of the Emerald Isle. Okay, let's go for, I don't know if we want the Manhattan Project just yet, but that could be kind of fun to mess around with, since we're not really doing anything else. So, you know what, why not? Just go ahead and do that. I would convert to nuclear power, but we don't really have any uranium sources. We have one here, but aside from that, I don't even know if it's going to be enough. Also, meltdowns in this game are kind of stupid, so they make no sense considering they have a higher chance of occurring than like actual nuclear meltdowns, and that's just unfortunate. Okay, so we have Evora. Let's send this to Leeds, maybe. Or actually Byzantium. with Viso. And I love their architectural style here. I think that's from the City Lights mod, since they're not, I think maybe they're keeping that style because they're not in a later era, but I could be wrong. What era are they in anyway? Let me just see here. Let me also promote you with the master plan, which that's going to give us, okay, 3% of the gold in your treasury as income. Okay, and I get extra science for offensive missions. That's fine with me. Master plan sounds nice. And I was just going to check where Byzantium is on the tech tree. So they're all the way back in the industrial era. That's kind of sad. I'm like 3 eras ahead of them. But that's fine. Let's just go with campus research grants to boost that tech. And even at epic speed, we are moving along super, super fast. I'm really surprised Christina is so far behind, though. She only has 141 culture, even though she's like one of the best culture civs. Just goes to show, even like on Immortal and Emperor difficulty, at the higher difficulty levels, the AI is still terrible at managing their own cities. So disappointing. Send this to Manchester, keep pumping those science yields up. And we're already at almost 1,500. That is just insane. We're gaining like 20 science every turn. Namely due to some of the research labs we get highly underrated. They give like plus 17 science with all the buffs considered. And, oh, so good. Though I wish there was a civilization that kind of buffs specialists. I kind of mentioned this before, but the lack of attention to specialists is kind of insane considering we have 50 civilizations and not one has had any relation to specialists whatsoever. Just so sad, so disappointing. Go ahead with another project here. Again, our bread and butter here is projects. There's research grants, the whole 9 yards. And I think our mines are also helping with some project speeds here. Though it could be fun to nuke Poland, I'll have to see. Okay, we have another great musician, so I'm going to go send you over to... Do we have any slots for... Okay, we do. Go over here and start composing some pieces for the broadcast center. And I think we have just enough slots to house those pieces. Okay, campus research grants. That's the name of the game, of course. And I'm kind of disappointed by how small Sicily is here. I didn't ever notice it, but... Okay, I'll accept this. It's just kind of sad to see Sicily isn't really in its full glory here in this game. Okay, did Byzantium... Okay, Byzantium founded a new city, though I don't know. They were kind of poking around the tundra here, so I don't know if they're going to even keep that city. Where is it? They have one all the way up here. There's like one lone barbarian clan remaining over here, which unfortunately cannot convert to city-states. So I don't know what they're thinking, though Gori has been founded, and they're placing some weird canal placements here. So I don't know what they're doing, but I guess that's okay. I'm surprised Georgia's only have like, they've only founded 6 cities here, so. Okay, they're looking to found another city with a settler, though. So where did they found that other city? That's what I'm really curious about. Where did you guys put that city? I don't know, but Germany did found a city here, Heidelberg, last episode. And I'm interested to see how that city goes. It is in the snow, so it's going to be a lot harder to grow that. But we're just going to have to see what they do with that. Okay. You finish off your last charge here. And that should be good. Ooh, and we have a Category 5 hurricane. I'm going to go ahead and slot in market economy. We're getting plus 47 science from that, or 42 science, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just getting insane amounts of science here. So let's get that and just keep moving forward here. It also looks like climate change is rapidly progressing. It's going to be 23 turns, and then we're going to lose another level of polar ice caps. And you can see I'm contributing to half of that CO2 contribution. So wonderful. I'm not going to really be affected by anything, so I'm just going to have fun flooding everyone else's tiles while they're in the industrial age and still figuring out how to build an ironclad vessel. So, all right. Lovely as always. Okay, go ahead and send Viso trade route. And just loving the look of this hippodrome, as they say. Okay, they have some olives too. I can't really take them over because they are an ally. So let's just keep doing some nefarious deeds over in Russia with our spies. And Russia has amassed a pretty significant empire, though their science leaves a lot to be desired. It's only at 47, which is really pathetic considering they're like, I think, in the industrial era. So I don't know how they're so far behind, especially since they can still send us trade routes, I think. So their ability should be allowing them to catch up, but they're just neglecting that.
Is a universe of the imagination, a place of magic and enchantments, beauty and romance. Its many worlds vibrate.
All right, we finished Bolshoi, the second of the Russian theaters. I think this one is a bit more significant because of the random 2 civics, but I don't know. I'll have to see. I just love the designs. That's really what we're going for. So we needed some help with our civics anyway, and I think that has some great person generation capacity as well. So let's go ahead and work towards producing some new wine products, and I think we'll just go for suffrage. Okay, we have fascism, and communism would actually give us plus 10% science and additional production, which is kind of ironic considering communism wasn't exactly that scientific compared to fascism, but just in terms of the pursuits the country's made, but I guess okay. Alright, whatever. Go for a 5-year plan, and there's not too many interesting military slots we could equip. Not that I can think of, at least. So it's also weird it has a lot of economic policies when communism is usually a pretty dreadful form of governing, but okay. Alright, whatever goes. Whatever. Just get the increased gold cost and I guess the additional loyalty. Military policy cards are very useless. That's just how it works. So we should get some economic policy cards out of that, and that should help just boost our science. Communist Portugal is not something I thought I'd ever be uttering, but I guess we are communist now. And soon we're going to have communist space lasers, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay.
An opera begins.
Alright, and now we have the Sydney Opera House. We're just churning out wonders today.
Long after it has come down. It starts in my imagination. It becomes my
That
life,
quote isn't too bad.
and it stays part of my life long after I've left.
I think this is the only Australian wonder, actually. And it is not a bad choice. Okay, we have guidance systems, though it does look a bit out of place when it juts out like that. So especially since it's next to the horses here, I'd probably make the requirement to have it be built next to a theater square, actually. Or maybe the city center. It just looks a bit awkward there. But that's fine. Alright, continue with the special projects, and you do the same. Okay, and now we have robotics coming up, and I'm really looking forward to purchasing a giant death robot with the 38,000 gold we have. It's going to be amazing. So that's going to be in 6 turns if we ever get there. It'll probably take like 30 minutes considering how slow the turn timer is. Even going on with my super fast computer here, the times for later game buildings is, just later game speed is getting a bit excessive, especially with these turn times. So let's go for campus research grants. And the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus is really helping us push out some of these insane food yields, as well as the science, culture, and faith. Though the faith isn't that helpful, but it'll still just give us something to brag about, I guess. Build that temple. And what do we want in Valletta? I don't know if we need anything. Just go for the campus research grants. That's all you're useful for anyway. And of course the flat science from the navigation hub. How much are we getting there anyway? Getting from that at least. Yeah, plus 10. That's pretty good. Well, I may be misreading that slightly. I think it'd be a bit more since we have so much coast. Let's get an aquarium. An aquarium in the middle of a lake. Okay. I've heard wilder things, so I guess that's not too crazy. Though that Ferris wheel right next to the oil is probably doesn't make for too much of a romantic rendezvous. Looks like Sinope has been conquered. I think that was originally a Byzantine city, so kind of interesting. Send this to Stoke-upon-Trent. I can click the begin route option and go for some campus research grants. Okay, industrials and logistics. Okay, we're 2 turns away, and now it should be just 1 turn away, and then I can buy it out and try to troll Poland with the GDR and see how much damage we can do there. Alright, research this. Cold War. Get some campus research grants, and then one more turn, and we should be ready to wreak havoc on our unsuspecting neighbors there. Okay, I think I actually want to get a neighborhood here for once. So we'd have to sacrifice those olives, though. It'd be +6, but I don't know if that's worth it, actually. So just go for campus research grants, and we'll stick with communism. Even though its bonuses aren't that historically accurate, but okay. Oh well, devs. Civ 6 isn't the most historically accurate game in either way, so it's kind of a sandbox simulator. But we do have robots, so I think that was the Arnold Schwarzenegger quote, which is, if so, that's great. I love Terminator quotes. But go ahead and buy a GDR. Can we buy one? I think we can. Yes, we can. They're 9,000 apiece, which is actually pretty affordable. And I guess we're using the Forge to create the GDRs. But, yeah, why not? Though I don't know. I don't think GDRs were a curiosity of the scholars. I don't think people in the Renaissance were thinking about these things. So I could be wrong. But let's just go on a murder spree and try to free Poland here. Okay, where can we build one here? Guarda, take one. And then, well, we need uranium to build them. So I guess we'll just stick with 2 for now. They're kind of overkill anyway. And they have 120 range strength. That is amazing, to say the least. And I love their model, too. Portuguese giant death robots. Also something I never thought I'd be saying, but here we are. Okay, now you go here. I might have to turn on the animations for these things since they're so cool. But just look at that. That is pretty damn cool. I think that's even screenshot worthy. Alright, I have taken this screenshot. And we're going to move our guys all the way over to Poland. Begin the murder spree. Alright, you move over here. And I love that they can embark in the ocean. They're just so tall that they can walk in the ocean. Amazing. 10 out of 10 realism there. If that's the case, these guys must be like... Oh, I actually need to build some uranium mines to power these guys. Let me take that back. Get a builder here quickly. And I can't transfer builders, so... Let me just buy you. And I don't think anyone has any actual supplies of uranium. So... We're just going to need to build that mine there and suffer with that. Where's some other supplies of uranium? I don't know if there are any. I can look, but let's just see. How many do we have? 8. Yeah, not too many here. Oh, there were even some here. But looks like Poznan is building on top of that. There are some here in the city-state. So we could conquer Geneva and take that uranium. And it looks like there's none in England. Ooh, tough luck. None in Iceland. And not really any in the south here. Yeah. So the southern parts of Europe are kind of screwed for uranium. But, interesting here. Okay. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna... We got lucky, I guess, with the uranium here, so we're just gonna remove this rainforest. It's not the rainforest. There's no rainforest in the Iberian Peninsula. This lumber mill. And take that out and build a uranium mine on top. And that should be enough to power us. But we'll have to see there. So I think that's -6 health per turn. That is pretty bad. We'll have to see there. But get some campus research grants. And does anyone have any actual uranium they're working with? Germany, do you have any? Any uranium at all? Poland, do you have any uranium? Nope. Okay, they have tons of iron. They have no uranium. Do you have any uranium? I wouldn't think so. No. Okay, Sweden, I don't think you have any either. No. They have a ton of great works, though. Lastly, Georgia. Okay, no, we're kind of screwed for uranium here. Though they do have oil, so we might want to check back with them and see where they are. But, okay, you're not actually losing any health. So we'll have to see how you are in a few turns. But, okay. Alright, but we should be getting some uranium up soon, so I hope that at least delays the inevitable here. How much are we losing per turn? Like, I think -1. Let's get plus 100% towards Exoplanet Expeditions. And the rest is kind of pointless here. So I'll vote for myself once. And vote for Amber. I don't really care about luxury resources, kind of pointless. I already have all the amenities I need anyway, so. Okay, build nuclear device. God, you guys are so stupid. Let me win. So dumb. You guys don't even have the capacity to build nukes. Half of Europe doesn't even have uranium. So. God, the AI. Love them or hate them, man. Love them or hate them. There's no in-between, unfortunately. Okay, go for train athletes. Since we have so much production that we're really just sitting around and doing nothing with, ironically. So just train those athletes, I guess. Okay, and now we've entered the information era, even though we're already in the future era. So, we almost have smart materials ready. And then we should be good to go for the Exoplanet Expedition. Okay, which we could even win a victory this episode, so. We already have all these suzerainities, which is very, very nice. But I think in the spirit of charity, I will just go ahead and try to free Tarnów. Or Tarnow, not sure if W becomes a V in Poland, but. Let's get these Eurekas. Alright, nuclear fission, not bad. Campus research grants. Then world games should be a bit of fun to play around with. Though I'm wondering what we're going to do with Tarnow. If we're going to attack that first or what. Special session, I'll vote for that, of course. You're my ally. And we should send them some aid, just a little bit. Okay. Renew the mission. More wine, great. And I'll click out of that. Okay, and finally we have a uranium mine. And we should be good to go. I don't know how much. Okay, we can't actually take that too quickly. But, that's due to the insufficient uranium sources more. That's more. Blah. That's more so due to the okay. That's due to the insufficient uranium sources and not because the GDRs are incompetent. Sorry, I'm completely out of it today. But we will rest here and wait for the uranium to be ready. And then that should be good to go. So it's -2 per turn, right? Oh, -6 for units. And we're accumulating 2 per turn. So we are kind of screwed there, I guess. That's really unfortunate. And we really need that uranium. So looks like Poland also founded New York. They founded so many cities they'd run out of names, which is kind of funny there. But I will go for wine corporations and also campus research grants. We might even get an exoplanet here, I don't know. So, finish this, and then I can pivot, of course. Okay, we've discovered smart materials, future era, wonderful. And then, where are you? Okay, there you are. Switch to Exoplanet Expeditions. And we've saved our great scientist just for this one. So, go over here and finish that. Alright. And does that actually sped that up any bit? I don't know. I hope so. What do we want next? I think we need Lagrange missiles, so can we get that anyhow? Okay, enhanced mobility, +1 movement, we don't only need that. Anything that gives us more efficiency here. Let me see. Do we have Lagrange laser anywhere? I don't think so. I guess we could just stick with nuclear device, nuclear fissions there, and go for just go for harbor shipping or industrial zone logistics. Okay, I'll put you on standby, and that's all the uranium we really have. So we're just gonna be waiting around a bit until London or England discovers what to do with something to do with uranium. Too bad we can't give them text like in Civ 4. That would be really helpful. Okay, we are still a bit behind on civics, relatively speaking. So the expedition should be going in like 8 turns, and then we might be able to finish the episode off now. Okay, how close are we to... We're really close to a Diplo victory too, holy crap. Let me just see what the science... Okay, we have the Mars colony, and then the Exoplanet Expedition is just going to give us the victory there. Okay. I think we'll just finish the episode here, and it'll be a bit of a longer one. Okay. 30 turns. I don't want that, actually. I want you to give me some uranium, and then I can talk about that. But until you do that, I'm not going to fork over anything, buddy. That's just how I roll. Alright, next turn. And we'll just see how this rolls out. If the turn ever ends, that is. Okay, in the meantime, I think I might just sack a giant death robot. And what is this aura surrounding you guys? Okay. I think we're a bit more efficient. I don't know. Though, we'll just have to see with the uranium. Okay, since we are producing some uranium, that is making the upkeep a bit less punishing here. Yeah, that's going to be okay. So let's just go ahead and declare war on Poland and start causing some chaos. Okay. Go ahead and move here. And I think we have a really good ranged attack at our disposal. So just go ahead and fire some lasers there. Okay, you're going to advance here, and I think GDRs can also take cities, so we're not really going to be losing that much combat strength while we assault Poland. Do some really dangerous rocketry or rocket fires here, and we've also gained the future era buildings, which is really, really helpful. Okay, you took like nothing. They shot like arrows at my GDR, and they expected it to fall. Kind of funny there. Okay, I think that aura means that they're still partially powered, and that is going to be very significant. So let's go with Stealth Tech. And Operation Ivy could be nice. Okay, we'll go with Operation Ivy. And we're going to finish this Exoplanet Expedition in 4 turns. So the science victory is essentially guaranteed unless someone pops out from the middle of nowhere. How did you heal that city? Holy crap. Unless someone pops out from the middle of nowhere with... a bunch of GDRs and conquers me. So there we go. I don't know how they're still so fortified. They just gained so much health, so I don't know where that's coming from. But send aid and do train athletes. Okay, and then create a new product there. Okay, looks like more ice caps are melting. Too bad, too sad. I don't really care. So these guys aren't even doing anything to me. Though I am concerned. Yeah, we are losing out because the low uranium, so I'm just a bit concerned that we won't be able to capture the city because they are healing rather quickly, even though they're under siege. So that's kind of annoying there, Poland. Okay, we're not really taking any damage here, so go ahead and shoot them out and take this vampire out, actually. Do we have any units over here? I don't think so. Let's upgrade you to mechanized infantry and then try to send you over to defend. And we can see what we can do about that. Okay. So Tarnal is slowly but surely falling. So take you out here, and we should be able to take it by the next turn. They're also insufficiently powered, so I think we'll be able to, yeah, take them and give the city to Byzantium. And we've also launched the Exoplanet Expedition. Okay, and we will win once this arrives. So, there we go, I love that. The spaceship from Portugal glides from the Earth's gravity on its way to settle a distant world, crowded with people, supplies, and hope. Alright, and I love that the planets are green and red for Portugal. I don't think that's intentional, but still matching with the colors of the flag quite well. Okay, now I wonder if we can directly attack Tarno. Oh yes, we can. There we go. So let's keep the city and try to give it to Byzantium. Where are you here? Can I give Tarnow to you? I don't think so, because we're in the middle of a war. So no. But how much loyalty are we losing? 84. That's not bad at all. And go for advanced power cells. And I don't think we can go for Lagrange lasers, but just go for send aid and campus research grants. Okay, train athletes. And then how long is that going to take? How many turns is a light year? 1 light year per turn. That's going to be 75 light years. Okay, I don't want to wait 75 turns, so we're going to need to get Lagrange as soon as possible. Where is that? Okay, let's just go through cybernetics, I guess. And then we'll try to reveal this and see what this is. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Lagrange laser techs as soon as I'd like. So let's go from Tarno and move you guys next turn. The world will know of your treachery. Alright, whatever. Okay, whatever, buddy. So Tarno is healing very quickly. And let's send this to Berlin. Okay, I don't know what we want to do with this city, but we'll just keep it for now and try to free Adrianople. I'll go over here and, of course, fire. Do the same with you. And we should be able to have it just in a few more turns. And then I think I'll call that an end to today's episode, because I don't think I'll end the episode at least in a reasonable time by the time I win a space victory. So we can probably do that next turn. And then we're already traveling 1 light year, so 73 turns left to go after this turn. And that should be good. Okay, go to Berlin. And cybernetics are quickly approaching here. Alright, keep firing. And slowly but surely we're whittling them down. So get campus research grants. And fire on this guy here. I don't know what he's doing. He's just waiting around like a jackass, so. Okay. Yeah, these walls aren't really doing anything to us. I send this to London, and looks like this is flipping fairly soon. Who is this flipping to? I don't know, but rebellion in 3 turns. Let's just I don't know, we could reassign you here, and then Tarno would flip not as quickly. So send you here, and I don't know if we can even take the city. Yeah, that does a bit more damage there. So we might just directly try to assault the city and see how that goes. Though attacking across the river is probably not a good idea, so let's just see how much damage we can do, and try to help Byzantium as much as possible. Okay. But ideally, as these cities start to fall, Byzantium should have a much easier time taking back some of this territory. Okay. Fire there. And our GDRs are doing quite wonderfully. They're not even taking that much of a damage. There's probably a few bits and scratches on their armor. But aside from that, they're just doing very, very well. Quite splendidly. And I think we have the city right here. Alright, Adrianople is ours. Let's free that to Byzantium. And we have another happy city. There we go. Okay, they should be able to keep that. I don't think they're going to be suffering too much loyalty pressure. And Częstochowa should be flipping as well. Okay, I think we're also going to take Lublin, and I apologize for the background noise. Also, I just noticed that the conquest of Adrianople reduced their city to 1 pop, which is a bit unfortunate, but we do have a much more restored Byzantium. So I think I'm going to call that an end to today's episode, and then tomorrow we should have an end to the space race with us crowned as the winner. And then we may continue our conquest against Poland. I don't know if we'll push up to Krakow, but we'll have to see. I'll definitely take Lublin and give that to Byzantium. But aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Civ Extraordinaire, and I hope you have a great end to your day. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.